Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Budgeting with Kate. Thank you for joining me today. First of all, I want to start out with gratitude and thanks for everyone who has viewed my last video, made all the positive comments, and who have decided to subscribe. I am blown away by all the activity from the last video. When I started this channel, I really didn't think that anyone would give two shits as to what's going on with my life or how I budget, to be honest. I really started the channel just as a tool to show my mother, who is my checks and balances, where my cash was going in and out of my accounts. At one time, a little over 5 years ago, I was a problem gambler and I made horrible financial decisions being a problem gambler. And I attend meetings for that. Nowadays, not as often as I'd like. But at the time when I joined Gamblers Anonymous, there were no female sponsors available for me. And so I kind of went without one. And there is a gentleman that I bounce ideas off all the time, who has a lot of clean time, and but he's not technically my sponsor. So my checks and balances is my mother. That's the person that I kind of use as a sponsor. So one of the things she does is she goes in and out of my account and makes sure that I'm not pulling money out to go to the casino or making those kind of decisions. Although, I am pulling large sums of cash out. So these videos started as a tool for her to know what I was doing with my money, if that makes sense. So I feel like I needed to explain that to some of y'all, because there were some questions like, why does your mother need to know what you're doing with your money? Yes, I'm almost 45 years old. I'm a gambling addict. And my mother is my checks and balances. This is what keeps me on a clean path. It's been working for 5 years, so I'm going to continue. Now, with that being said, I've only been doing this since February, and I'm still learning as I go. This is basically the Dave Ramsey method. If you've never heard of it, search him in YouTube. He's a very kind of spiritual man and very motivational, and he is so smart. I try to watch one of his videos at least once a month for new ideas and to really change, handling cash and making cash purchases really does change your thinking of how you spend money. And I mean, I really used to spend out of control. I still have my moments. I mean, I'm one of those people that cannot go into Target and not spend $50 at least. So with that being said, I hope that answered some of your questions that were on the last video. And like I said, I'm just so blown away at all the activity. I never thought anybody would be interested in what I got going on in my life. I'm almost 45 years old. I'll be 45 in January. I work for a very large school district here in Central Ohio. We have multiple high schools, middle schools, and I work in transportation. So a lot of people wanted to know like what I did for a living and why do I only get paid twice a month and those sort of things. So I work in transportation. I'm a school bus driver. It's a very busy district. We have a lot going on. And I'm one of the people that really have a hard time saying no when they ask me to do something. That's why I get a lot of hours and I get a lot of, this is my only income. So I'm trying to make the most of it and I'm trying to bring home the most amount of money I can. Now, with that being said, this current paycheck, is not a very good one. There's a period of time in between football season and basketball season, basically the fall and winter sports, that there isn't much trips going on. So in terms of ways to make extra money, the only thing you can really do is shuttles and other people's routes. Now, our district, we have a lot of people off all the time. And I mean, we still, like, my bus bestie had COVID last week. So I drove her kids a lot. With that being said, this paycheck was a little over $1,600. And I pulled out $500 out of the bank. Or I'm sorry, $1,500 out of the bank. And so let's get started with the cash part of the video. So I do still have some money in my wallet. I also have a crap ton of receipts. I mean, the receipts right now are kind of ridiculous. My wallet is a hot mess. There was a ton of stuff, like a ton of, I spent so much money, it seems like, this last period. I mean, but a lot of it was really like, you know, I had to go to the eye doctors and I got new glasses and, you know, so I felt like I spent all kinds of money, but this is still nothing compared to the way I used to spend money. I did eat out a lot, and I have, look at all this change, guys. I mean, there's like a crap ton of change. I'm definitely emptying out the change. Nothing weighs down my purse more than change. So I'm putting all this change over here into the change bucket. And we're going to go over the wallet and see what we have left over. There's one section in here that says spending. And I'm leaving that cash in there for sure because it's Christmas money that I have in there that I'm holding on to because, guys, I'm having a hard time figuring out what I'm getting everybody. Okay, so in here we have some fuel money left. It looks like 20, 35. I'm currently at a half a tank in my car, so I'm going to put that back in there. Groceries, I've got 51. So I have not gone to the grocery store yet for this last week, and I got this current pay early. So I'm going to attempt to try and be kind of conservative with my money right now. Nothing in the restaurant because Lord knows I eat out way too much. Nothing for Boone and Pumpkin, which I did just get their food over at Tractor Supply. So I have another bag for them, so they won't need anything for a while. I don't have anything in the house. How many ones do I have? Goodness gracious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I swear it feels like I gave out more money than that, but I think it's because when I got down to nothing, I would put the ones back into the give. So maybe we'll stuff those ones in my dollar savings challenge. I think we will. Because I have ones in the plan for that. Let's see here. I owe $5 to my savings challenge. So I'm going to pull that out also. And we're going to try and kind of recycle this money. Because, like I said, I need to be conservative for the rest of the month. And because I know that, you know, we're going to have family get-togethers. And I'm going to need extra grocery money for that because I'm going to end up making something or something. Who knows? Oh, also, I have on Holo Taco red licorice. This is the first time I've used this polish because I know somebody's going to end up asking. It is a beautiful holographic red polish. I'm trying like heck to get into the spirit over here, but I don't know. I'm just having a hard time. I always do, but and here I don't know. It's just weird for me. I have a hard time, you know, jump starting getting into it, and then once I do, I'm like a bull in a china cabinet. I don't want to stop. If that makes sense. Oh goodness. And here my computer is timed out over here. I need that to know what I'm putting in what. Okay. Now, I pulled this money out one other time to make that thumbnail. I hope nobody got offended by that. That was just me trying to have fun. So I went to a homeowners meeting on Friday night before my daughter and I went line dancing. And, here I've been budgeting for it to go up to $250 as of the 1st. Well, and I should rewind. Okay, so I've had this condo since 2008. Thank God I bought a condo when I did, because I would never be able to afford rent these days. And I sure wouldn't be able to buy over here with my income these days. So I don't consider myself to be low income, but I'm definitely not rolling in it either, if that makes sense. In my area, rent prices, the spike in the the homes and everything has gone way the heck up. And thank goodness I got my condo when I did. With that being said, though, this condo community where I live, it's kind of like the Bad News Bears of condos. We don't have a pool. We don't have a workout facility. We don't have any of the cool stuff that most condo communities have. We have some snow removal and some landscaping, but that's when we can get a decent landscaper. We've, changed management companies a couple times, and this current one that we had dropped us. Apparently we were too high maintenance. So with that being said, they got a new management company. And so this meeting was to meet the new management company, which the gal seems very professional. And I was highly impressed. Seems how it's a one-person operation, and she operates from her home. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've always thought, like, why does the management companies need to be these huge conglomerates? And this woman only deals with small communities like mine. So hopefully we'll see some positive change around here. So anyway, but our condo dues are now going up to $280 a month. I was like, oh, thank God I'm sitting down. All right, so let's count out how much money we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. $51, $52, $53. $20, $40, $60, $81, $20, $40. $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're at $1,500. So, I'm kind of winging it this week here, with what we're putting in what and what's going what. Let's first get out the bills binder here. Okay, so, everything is paid for the month of December, with the exception of utilities. And I've already paid my credit card bill, and with the exception of my gas bill, my electric bill, and my cell phone bill. So, let's start stuffing the bills binder so that we can see what we have left over when we're done. Okay, so mortgage needs $375. So 1, 2, and 3. A 50, a 20, and a 5. And here we go again with the computer timing out. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so for HOA, because before we were planning for $250, and then whatever was left over was going to the buffer, I'm just going to go ahead and do $150 per pay. That way we have $20 left over going to the buffer in case we should get an assessment or something like that. I mean, the way they're talking, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this meeting was kind of scary, to be honest. They're talking about our condo dues going up to like $400 in the next 5 years. And that's a little too rich for my blood. I don't know. We'll have to reassess at that point. Okay, car payment is $200. So we got 1 and 200. For gas, we've got $40. Electric, we have 100, and we're gonna pray that the holiday season doesn't jack up the electric bill too much. Verizon, we have 150. Insurance. We have $100. Credit card is also getting $100. Okay, so let me pull this out here temporarily. How many ones did I say we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 17 plus 7 turns out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my pen does not want to work. Go figure. Okay, and back here is my IOU for $5. Guys, excuse this chair. I know it's squeaky. I definitely need some WD-40. Actually, I plan on going to the home store today because I need light bulbs. Like real bad. I have multiple lights in my home that are on flicker currently. And that's not the way they're supposed to be. And they've been like this for a while. And so it needs fixed because it's driving me nuts. Okay, let's see where we're at here. We've got 51, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then all of the ones here. So, like I said, I'm still, so I got some money still in fuel. I think what I will do, because I've got grocery money still. So let's put the 150 that we have here for grocery money on in here for groceries. And I will get paid again around the 20th, but, you know, who knows what that check's going to look like. So this $80 here will go towards our gas. And actually, no, I'll just take, I'm at a half a tank currently, so I'll just take a 20, put that in there. Hopefully the gas stays low around here. I mean, my golly. Okay, so we've got our 10 ones. We'll put that in our give. And our 2 miscellaneous 5s back here. And then restaurant money. So what do we have left here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. So I'm putting all that into restaurant. Okay, so when we get off, when I go offline here, I'm definitely going to go through here and take out the money for week 2 and put that aside. You know what? I'll just go ahead and do it now so that people realize that I do this. And I'll just put it towards the back rather than make a Post-it note. I know how much money I'm using for what these days. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now. We'll leave all the restaurant money in there. $5 miscellaneous we'll put towards the back. 5 of these ones we'll put in the back. Oh, I hit the camera again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just leave all this in the back of the wallet. Okay, friends. So we've gotten our bills stuffed. We've gotten our IOU for our savings challenge. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and scratch off another circle. And I'll write myself another IOU because I'm curious what's coming next. I'm determined. I'm really hoping that this next paycheck will be better than this one because I want to move on to another savings challenge. Let me see what this next one is. What is this next one going to bring? $50. All right, folks. Next pay, $50 from something somewhere is going to go into this next, in the scratch and save. And I have some other things planned back here. They're pending for next items. Thank you for joining me, friends. Like I said, I was so blown away by the activity from the last video. Feel free to comment if you have any questions or if you have a suggestion on how I could do something better. Please, by all means. I am always open to suggestions, and if I can learn something new, something to make my life easier, by all means, comment away. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you all have a very great holiday season, and I hope that we'll see you next time on the next payday.